Hold on a second. But I also wanted to watch that video on the Ouya, man. Look, I know maybe you don't give a flying fuck about the Ouya, but that console meant a lot to me. Now, we're gonna watch that next. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of context, a little bit of background. The Ouya was meant to be a customizable hacker enthusiast console, meant to change the industry by making it so that any kind of video game could be played on the console. It was sort of in a really loose way meant to be kind of like a Switch in a way. And you know how the Switch right now is getting every single fucking third-party game under the sun. That's sort of what the Ouya was meant to be. I don't think it was never meant to have like heavy-duty first-party games, but it was supposed to be a major player with the third-party stuff. But the thing that made me excited about it was that you had actual emulating ability. Like hackers could tinker with the motherfucking Ouya. As a matter of fact, I think let's just pull up a motherfucking trailer real quick so that way we can get a little bit of context about this. Ouya trailer 20 dog, look at the years we're talking about here. 2016, 20 no, we got to go back further, nigga. 2015. No, not we. Ouya trailer. Not we. Look, the motherfucking thing always. No, Ouya trailer 20. I'm not even gonna motherfucking go to the auto thing. I'm just going to search it now. 2013. Ouya gameplay footage 6 years ago. All right, the gameplay wasn't really okay. Here we go. The official Ouya trailer. This is what these niggas was trying to do back then. And this is what got me hyped, man. Can we please get an RIP for this little console that could have been? This thing literally had me so excited when I was younger, and to see where it's winding up now. I don't know exactly where it's winding up now, but apparently it's not a good place. Let me see. Oh, damn! Look at the fucking dislikes! Why y'all violate so hard? This was uploaded. Holy shit, this was uploaded December 13th, 2012, nigga. God damn. Why the dislikes so harsh for? Y'all niggas are heartless, man. The console failed. It's dead. It's dead. Give it some credit, nigga. They tried.
I love video games.
I love video
more and more
games
people
too.
are moving away from the television. There's a lot of focus today on the mobile and
now, the thing is, I don't know if that statement was necessarily relevant to the American market, but over in Japan, Nihonland, yeah, niggas are definitely moving away from the TV. That's kind of why Microsoft is struggling.
and web platform. It's easier to develop games for those platforms than the television. Costs a lot of money. You have to work with established players in the space, and I've been trying to figure out how do we get them back to it.
Hold on. Ouya. Ouya. No. Oh no. Oh no, nigga.
Ouya is a new game console for the television that's built on Android, open source technology. It's an inexpensive game console for gamers.
Yeah.
All the games are free to try. Anybody that
Free to
wants
try.
to play a game for
It was
television,
cool.
we allow them.
Now, the great thing about this that makes it so ironic and funny is that they eventually dropped that free to try model and they required a credit card just to motherfucking turn the thing on and to get to the store. The Ouya's been through a lot. This was a trailer that was put out in 2012, as you can see. So a lot of the details that they're talking about now, after they saw the thing wasn't doing too well, they decided to tweak and change, and next thing you know, it became a shadow of what the hell it was actually supposed to be. But anyways, there's a video that we got here that I found from IGN, and we're definitely going to be reacting to this, talking about how the Ouya is dead. Long live the, oh, never mind. IGN, why y'all have to violate the little console that could, man? I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, aw, what the fuck kind of...
Remember the Ouya? What's that now?
It's so cute. Look how small it is, man. This is smaller than my motherfucking palm, probably, man. And, you know, the thing is, you could take it apart and shit. Like there was so many. You could change the parts in it. You could add more RAM, apparently. Like what kind of? It was sort of meant to be like the gaming console PC in a sense. You know, how disappointing.
That, my friends, is why the Ouya store is being shut down next month, officially ending the console's
I didn't even realize that the store was still going.
life.
Razer, which bought Ouya back in 2015, has announced it is shutting down the Ouya game store on June 25th. The only explanation given.
GCLR says, who still owns one? Yo, if a nigga owns an Ouya, press a 1 in the chat. If you don't own one, press a 0. Don't lie, nigga, okay? I mean, you're God. You shouldn't be lying anyways, but...
was that it is no longer being supported.
But I'll bet it's been a minute since anyone tried to make a transaction through that store. Ouya was
Hell
an
yeah.
Android-based microconsole that enjoyed a very successful Kickstarter campaign in 2012. It reached its initial funding goal in just 8 hours and was the fastest Kickstarter to reach $1 million.
You know,
People
I
were
forgot about
apparently
that.
really excited about the idea of a cheap $100 all-digital console that could also be used as a development kit.
Interesting, but it turned out those Kickstarter backers were the only people excited about the Ouya. After the successful funding campaign, Ouya struggled to sell more consoles about itself in a...
All right, just to let you know, I never backed it. I mean, back then, it's a good thing I didn't have money back then, because I never fucking I would have probably given that thing like, you know, there's campaigns that I have backed up, like what is it, Indivisible and stuff, but all the campaigns that I've ever backed have always turned out successful. So I mean, even though Indivisible hasn't come out yet, but it looks like it's doing really well. I retweeted some music they put out the other day, so I mean, props to them. But yeah, it's a good thing I never put my money into this. There's some people that jumped in and were putting in like motherfucking like $2,000 at one point in this shit, and it's like, damn. That's what made me excited about it. That's why all these Kickstarters and these Indiegogos are motherfucking, they're so hard to put your faith into nowadays, man. Etika, do you still think you're the Antichrist? I think I'm whatever the fuck I want to be, nigga. And you can be whatever you want to be too, dog. All you got to do is make it happen. Just tell yourself in your head and poof, nigga. It goes down just like that. Thoughts become flesh, my boy. But anyways, one thing that didn't become flesh is the Ouya taking over.
Financial straits. It had to sell the business to Razer in 2015, just 2 years after the console's launch.
The controller
Razer
looked kind of
discontinued
cool.
The hardware, but kept operating the Ouya game store. That makes Ouya one of the shortest-lived consoles of all time.
Not quite as short as the Virtual Boy, though. That only made it 1 year.
Oh.
Came from the third
Okay,
dimension.
so they should be proud.
Quiet 4 years for the Ouya since then, and now Razer is turning off the lights. The official Ouya website still has a buy button, but the link is broken.
After the store is shut down on June 25th, owners will be able to play games they've downloaded to their system if they don't require a purchase validation on launch. Razer is not being very helpful about which games will still work, recommending
Why
players
would they
contact
be?
developers
They don't have to tell niggas shit.
The Ouya is a pretty interesting footnote in video game history. It was an all-digital console that preempted the Xbox One SAT edition by 6 years. Let's take a look back at all the great memories we had with the Ouya.
Are there great memories? There's nothing. These niggas are idiots, bro. Okay, I gotta
Ouya is a
tell
pretty
you.
interesting footnote in video game history. It was an all-digital console that preempted the Xbox One SAT edition by 6 years. Let's take a look back at all the great memories. Damn it. Let's do that last paragraph again.
Good lord. Okay, I can appreciate the humor in that video. I mean, listen, even though I'm talking about the Ouya like it was my motherfucking child, at the same time, I can see its flaws. It's just sad to see where it's wound up, you know? All those hopes and dreams gone to nothing. But that's how life is. Sometimes, hey, I give them props. You know what? These motherfuckers tried to make a console out there that would change the game up. They had the right mentality. You know, it just didn't come to fruition the way that they wanted. I mean, the little thing could barely play complex Android games. How are you going to get a console game on it? You know what I'm saying? And that's a big part about it too, man. Like, there were too many of those kind of Android clone consoles, and there's a lot of them that took the same sort of model that the Ouya had and kind of ran with it, you know, like the Nvidia Shield. And, you know, from the Nvidia Shield, now we have the Nintendo Switch, you know, like there's just a lot of consoles that decided like, oh yeah, we'll be able to play small little games too in our own sort of way. I know like Apple TV, you can play a lot of games on that thing now. Amazon came out with their own little thing. So yeah, it's sort of like standard. The Ouya was one of the first in a way, but definitely not one of the last. And it definitely didn't do too much to change the game. But one thing that it did have was a lot of heart. So once again, just to kind of put it to rest, I think this is one of the last times that we'll be ever hearing about the Ouya in all of YouTube history. It's pretty much over. They're shutting the store down. But just for old time's sake, before we fucking close the doors completely, I want to see what the motherfucking website looked like, nigga. Like, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Ouya TV. The $99. Oh, yeah. Oh. This website will be shutting down on June 25th, 2019. Yeah, it already is letting you niggas know, man. Can you even... They said you shop. It's always... Oh, they don't even have the domain. Oh, dude, that's how you... It's a Shopify. Oh, damn. These niggas got iced. No.
Yeah, you guessed it. L gonna send him to heaven. Shoot him. He telling. Slide in the Audi or Lexus.